All right, we're back again with another episode of Roofer Reflections, and I'm very happy to have Stephanie here. Stephanie, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
What were your early interests before you got into roofing?
Before I got into roofing, I wanted to go to college to be an international and corporate attorney. Most of my middle school and high school career was kind of designed around making sure that that could happen. So I did a lot of like honors classes and AP. I took college classes when I was in high school. And then when it actually came time for me to go to college, I sort of just didn't because I was really burned out from all the work I'd put in for all of those years, trying to be a good candidate to get to a good college. I bartended for a little while, and then I was really lucky to get the opportunity to live in a foreign country and do some traveling. I lived in Japan for 3 years in a town about 45 minutes outside of Tokyo.
Wow, I would have never known. So when you came back, what happened?
Basically, I'd worked on a military base when I'd lived over there. When I moved back to the United States, there just wasn't a job on a military base for me to be able to take, right? So I just kind of went back to bartending, which was something I knew, to make some quick money. And after maybe a year of that, I wanted to try to find what a lot of us in the restaurant industry would refer to as like a big girl job or a grown up job. So I was looking for office work, and I didn't really care what kind of office work it was, but I thought that if I could get like a secretary or like administrative assistant position or something like that. And so the company I interviewed with was a commercial roofing company out of Dallas. And when the owner looked at my resume, he thought that I had enough experience in logistics that I would actually maybe make a better service manager. And so he asked me if I would be interested in learning about roofing. And I said I was interested in learning about anything that you're willing to pay me to learn. I started working with them in the service department as like a service coordinator. And I was with them for like a year before I moved on. And and then I came into my current roofing company as an assistant project manager, and then went to project manager, production manager, vice president. Got to do all kinds of fun things, spent a lot of time in the field with the guys. It's been a good time. It's been a lot of fun.
Awesome. So what are some of the challenges, whether it's within the industry or not, that you faced and overcome?
So I think some of the challenges definitely within the industry is I think sometimes people really see themselves as major competition for one another, when the reality is that if a lot of us were more willing to work together, everybody could have the opportunity to be more successful.
What do you say to those individuals looking at the roofing industry as an opportunity or career?
I think the roofing industry is a really amazing opportunity for career. I kind of grew up in this family where I was taught that, like, yes, school is important and it's great if you're able to go to college, but there are still these other industries that have opportunities for you to really be able to make a name for yourself and be successful and not have to worry about where your paycheck's going to come from if you're able to learn a skill. And I think roofing is really one of those industries. Like, I came into roofing without a college degree. I was able to come into this industry at a fairly low position with a really low salary and work my way up to a position where I feel really blessed to be here. I'm so thankful for the opportunities that I was given by the people that were above me, like my different bosses and my different managers, and the chances and opportunities they gave me to just be able to learn how to do things through hands on experience, and then still be able to climb a ladder where I feel like I'm in a place that I never imagined that I would actually have the possibility to be in. And I do feel like it's an industry where people can really come in and be themselves. You don't have to show up and do anything extra special. You don't have to try to pretend to be someone that you're not. There are so many different owners and people that work for roofing companies with all of these different interests and personalities, and we find space for all of them to fit kind of regardless of that. And the differences between all of these people are really celebrated, because the differences are what makes all of these individual companies so wonderful to work with and become friends with and see the way that different people's minds work, because we're not trying to shove everybody into the same box of this is exactly how you have to put a roof on. This is exactly how you have to run a roofing company.